All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a real heavy hitter, the Samsung 65-inch class OLED S95F, the 2025 model.
Yeah, definitely flagship TV.
Yeah.
Costs a pretty penny, too.
Exactly. So the big question for this deep dive is, is it worth that mega cash price tag? We're digging into a really detailed review here, looking at the tech, sure, but also the compromises, the weapons-grade trade-offs, as our source puts it.
Okay, let's jump right into the specs then, because that's where you see the justification for the flagship label.
Yeah.
This is the 65-inch 4K QD-OLED panel.
Quantum.OLED, right.
Exactly. And driving it is Samsung's NQ4 AI Gen 3 processor. That's the brain, basically. Doing all the image processing, upscaling.
Important stuff.
Very. And performance-wise, well, the HDR brightness is frankly phenomenal for an OLED. We're talking over 2,000 nits in test windows.
Wow, okay. That's bright.
It really is. And contrast, well, it's OLED, so you get those essentially perfect black levels because the pixels emit their own light.
So that combo, the brightness and the perfect blacks, that's the big visual punch. But I think for day-to-day use, the review really highlighted that glare-free matte screen.
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge practical benefit if your room gets a lot of light.
Yeah, makes a massive difference. And then for gamers, seems like it ticks all the boxes.
Pretty much. You've got up to 165 hertz refresh rate, FreeSync Premium Pro, VRR. It's ready for high-end gaming. Plus, it supports active HDR, what Samsung calls OLED HDR Pro.
And that One Connect box, too, right? Keeps the cables away from the actual TV. Nice touch for a clean setup.
Definitely helps with cable management. Okay, so that's the impressive stuff. But we need to talk about the trade-offs, the nuances.
Right, because no TV is perfect, especially when you dig into the details.
Exactly. The biggest one probably is format support, or rather, the lack of it. Still, no Dolby Vision support. And, a lot of competitors at this price point do offer it, so that's something movie enthusiasts in particular will notice.
That's a pretty significant omission for some buyers, yeah. What was the other main limitation the review mentioned? It sounded like it was aimed at PC gamers.
It is, yeah. It's about connectivity, specifically the bandwidth on the HDMI cords in that nice slim One Connect box.
Yeah,
it's capped around 40 gigabits per second. Now, the TV could do 165 hertz, but if you're using, say, a high-end PC graphics card, especially a slightly older one, you need to make sure your whole setup supports DSC, daily stream compression.
Ah, okay. Explain DSC quickly.
Sure. It's basically a way to compress the video signal without losing visual quality, so it fits down that slightly narrower 40 Gbps pipe. Without DSC support, some graphics cards just won't be able to send the full 4K high refresh rate, full color signal.
Gotcha. So that's a potential bottleneck for specific high-end PC users. Good detail to know. And, even with that amazing contrast, OLEDs still have their quirks, right?
They do. Like if you're in a completely dark room watching something with super bright highlights against a black background, you might still see a little bit of black level bloom, a faint glow around the bright object. It's just inherent to the tech, even when it's this good.
Right. And the review said it's good, but maybe not audiophile level?
Yeah, it's a 70-watt 4.2.2 channel system with object tracking sound. It's, quite capable for built-in audio. But let's be honest, if you're spending this much on the picture, and you care about audio,
you're probably adding a soundbar or a full system anyway.
Exactly. And finally, the software. Tizen OS. It's a feature-rich voice assistant mirroring all that. But you get the usual smart TV experience, right? Software updates to manage, maybe a slightly complex interface for some. And yes, you'll likely see some ads in the UI.
Standard stuff for smart TVs these days, really. Okay, so let's boil it down. Who is this S95F actually for? Who's the ideal buyer?
Well, I think if you've got the budget, obviously.
Yeah.
And your room conditions change, maybe it's bright during the day, but you want that darkroom cinema feel at night, this TV handles both really well. And if your priority is absolutely cutting-edge gaming features and a generally future-proof entertainment hub, it's genuinely one of the best options out there.
Okay. And who should maybe pause or look elsewhere?
Well, if you demand absolute format perfection, meaning you really, really want Dolby Vision support, this isn't it. Or, as we discussed, if you have high-end PC gear that might run into that HDMI bandwidth limit because it lacks DSC support.
Right, those specific cases.
Yeah, so it delivers incredible quality, truly flagship stuff.
Yeah.
But it prompts that bigger question, doesn't it?
Which is?
Is paying top dollars for the absolute peak performance always the right move for you? What if, say, 90% of this picture quality is available in a model that costs significantly less?
The law of diminishing returns.
Exactly. So you, the listener, need to think. What do you value more? Is it that maximum brightness, the absolute highest gaming specs? Or is it things like broader format support, like Dolby Vision, and maybe saving some cash?
That's the crucial decision point. Hopefully this deep dive gives you the key info to make the right choice for your setup.